Hello, it's Sunny again. I know it's been a little while since I did another video, but we're back again. And before we start, I just want to say thanks everyone who subscribed. We just hit the 3,000 subscriber mark just recently, so it's a nice little milestone for me. And I appreciate everyone who continues to support the channel, watch the videos, and comment in the comment section for each of these videos. I read pretty much every single comment that comes through, even if I don't reply. It is most likely being read, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my community, both here on YouTube and on Facebook, and anywhere else that you happen to run into Inside Merch. This video is going to be about Amazon checkout process and why it's important for Merch by Amazon, how it's interconnected, and how you can use the Amazon checkout to further enhance your Merch by Amazon sales. So let's go into what the Amazon checkout looks like. So if you have never, I'm pretty sure everyone here has been on Amazon and bought something on Amazon before, but if you're unaware, this is what the checkout looks like. I guess this is technically not the checkout. This is the shopping cart area. But for the purpose of this video, I'll be using that interchange, them terms interchanging. So sometimes I may say checkout, sometimes I may say shopping cart. Just know that this is the page that I'm talking about. Why is this page important for Merch by Amazon? Well, obviously it's the page that people are going to go to when they're buying your product. So in that sense, it's important. But the more important reason why it's important is that this page is not only a way for someone to pay for a product, but it is also in and of itself a conversion mechanism. There are many different layers to this checkout process that helps people to convert into different other products. So of course we have just the regular checkout, and you're getting a little insight on what I actually save my future purchasing things here. But so you obviously we're going to see that this right here is an extension. This is Honey. This is not part of the normal checkout process, so you're not going to have this unless you have the Chrome extension for that. But so just leave that to the side. But what we have here is we have the product title, we have an in stock, we have an image. It shows that it is a Prime delivery. Okay, so Prime delivery is first a very effective conversion mechanism for Amazon. It allows people to buy these very heavy and big products and not have to worry about having huge shipping costs. So having that there at the checkout is a very effective way of converting someone to actually continue with the checkout process. And then we have the gift option, where you can make the product a gift and add a gift message if you like. Then we have obviously the remove, and then the save for later. So the save for later is also another conversion mechanism. What it allows you to do is once you click this item here, it puts it into your save for later queue here. And every single time you come to Amazon and you go and you buy another product, you're going to be visually you're gonna I don't know why I can't pronounce words correctly, but you're going to be able to see your saved list, and hopefully by just the mere fact of seeing that you have it saved here will force or help to encourage you to buy it into the future. And then we also have the compare with similar items, which again is another way for Amazon to push other products onto you. So just this one little area here allows for a lot of conversion opportunities within Amazon, just by looking at that right there. But what most people overlook are the other areas. So again, we have the save for later area. This is again another way for Amazon to tell you or remind you that you have these other items here that you could potentially buy and hopefully have further conversions for these other sell items here. And then we also have here, we have a sponsored products area here, which will have similar products to what you have in the shopping cart here. So it's another way for you to, especially if you're using AMS, for you to get your product in front of a potential customer who's already that next step into purchasing a product. They've already know that they're looking for chairs, okay? But they may be looking for a cheaper price, or they may be looking for something that has more reviews or has a different style. And this is your opportunity to really convert someone who wants to buy this product into someone who's going to buy your product. Okay. So Amazon knows what they're doing. They've done a lot of research when it comes to product marketing. And this area right here, I know for certain converts. Okay. So when you're using AMS, you want to make sure that you're using the sponsored products option, because you have a potential of having your product be displayed here and converting somebody who was going to buy what they have in their shopping cart and instead buying your product. Okay. And if we go further down, we also see we have customers who have also shopped for this type of product have also looked at these items here. So we have another further converting type of banner. I forget what these are called. This type of ad placement here. It does have a specific name, but I forget what it's called. A carousel, I think, or something like that. Then we also have your recently viewed. So this is another way of Amazon reminding you of what you buy. You see a lot of kids stuff here, because I do Christmas shopping for my nephews all year round. So I'm kind of looking at prices and seeing what stuff is before in different periods of a year, so I can get the best possible prices. So you can see that there's a lot of different mechanisms that Amazon uses to help convert you into expand upon your shopping cart here. One thing that I can't show you here because nothing is is showing up is the price change reminder. If you leave something in your shopping cart or in your saved list and the price changes, Amazon will notify you of the price increase and of a price decrease. Now, you may be asking, why is this important? This is important for people with Merch by Amazon because there is a high likelihood that someone has put your product into a shopping cart and has just sat there and not doing nothing with it. And if you change the price by decreasing it by like 10 cents or increasing it by 10 cents, this may help convert that product into a sell. Okay. Someone sees that the product is increased by 10 cents. They may think, okay, I need to get this product while it's still cheap before you increase it even further. And if you decrease the product by a certain amount, then it may be a conversion opportunity where it was at a price where they couldn't afford to get it, but now it's at a reasonable price. And so we may get a conversion there. But the reason what this is called, when you just leave a product in your shopping cart and you don't actually proceed to checkout and actually buy the product, that's called cart abandonment. Okay. So cart abandonment is an e-commerce term used to describe a visitor on a website who leaves that page before completing the desired action. So this could be someone who puts it into the cart, someone who puts it into their saved list. There's many types of different kind of abandonment, but essentially someone who saves a product but doesn't actually complete the sale. That's a cart abandonment. Now, why is this important? Well, because if we look at the stats, on average, according to the sell cycle here, 75% of carts get abandoned. That's a very high. That's a very high number. That means that of the people who put products into their shopping cart, 75% of them actually just leave it there and forget about it. Okay. Only 25% of them are actually completing the sale. So what this means is you could potentially have a whole bunch of people who have your products in their shopping cart, and they're looking at it, and then for whatever reason they decided they're not going to complete the sale. But all they really need, they're interested in your product, but all they need is they need a tipping point, something to convince them that your product is worth buying. Okay, so if we go down here and we look at where is it at here? No, I had it here somewhere. Maybe it's over here. All right. So if we look at the reason why people abandoned carts, and this is a fashion retail stat here. 34% of them is because they're just looking or they're researching. So they're just looking around, seeing what type of products look like, what the price point is. You know, they're just trying to get an idea of a particular type of product. Okay. 23% of them is issues with shipping. Now, the benefit we have with Merch by Amazon is everything is shipped with Prime. So for most cases, everything is going to be shipped within 2-3 days, maybe 5 days at the most, depending on, you know, issues with manufacturing. So we already have this right here, this number here on lock. That's our percentage is going to be much lower than the average consumer who puts things into the shop, or the average online retailer, because we just don't have shipping issues because our products are Prime products. Pricing is too high. That's 18%. They're buying the item in store. Now, we also don't have this issue here because most of our products are custom products, okay? We're creating designs. You're not going to find this at a Walmart. You're not going to find this, you know, at a Target or something like that. Our products are going to be exclusively on Amazon for the most part, unless we're selling it on like Redbubble or Etsy or something like that, which the consumer most likely wouldn't know anyways. They're not going to be going to Etsy or Redbubble comparing it to try to find your product on there. It's just not going to happen. And then 6% because of payment issues. So that could be credit card transactions fail, or for whatever reason their payment doesn't go through. And then technical issues that can just be website issues or whatever is 4%. But the ones that we can control, that we can try to influence, are the just looking and researching, which is 34%, and then the price is too high, which is 18%. So that gives us approximately about 50% of the abandoned cart reasons that we can affect. And the way we affect this with Merch by Amazon is by changing prices. Okay, we can, because since Amazon does give notification of price changes, and what we can do is when someone does put their product, they're just looking or researching, we can change titles. Okay, we can change prices. So we could, if the reason why it's too hot, you think it's too high, well, you drop it down 10 cents. Maybe that's the push that we need to get that sell, or we increase it by a small amount so that now the customer feels a sense of urgency to purchase this item. You know, where they were just looking before, they were just looking, but they're really interested in, but now they have that strong push to buy because they don't want to miss out on a low price, essentially. So abandoned cart is a very effective a tool to convert people who possibly weren't going to buy into actual sellers. Okay, and if we actually look at some stats here for abandoned carts, for desktop users, most of the time it's about 73%. Tablets, it's 80%, and mobile, it's 85%. So and most people who are buying on Amazon, I believe, are going to be doing it on a mobile or tablet device. That's increasing year over year. And let's see here. There was another interesting stat here. Okay. Customers who abandon cart, and most of the time it happens at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. I believe I'm correct with this stat here. Most sales that happen on Amazon happen in the 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. time frame. When people are getting off of work, you know, they come to Amazon, they do their purchasing. And 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. you see a super high rate of cart abandonment. So, you know, most people were doing their shopping between 3 and 5. So they just left, you know, they just left the products into the cart. So that's why we see this high rate at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., you know. And for as the day of the week, the weekend is the prime time for cart abandonment. So most people are doing a whole bunch of research on the weekend. They're trying to figure out what they want to buy. And since you have that increase in shopping power on the weekends, that's when you'll also see an increase of abandonment in the carts also. So, and some other studies, they've said that also you also see a high abandonment on Thursday, which I don't know what that would be attributed to. So, let's see here. This study also says that 55% say that the add-on cost is too high. This includes shipping, taxes, and other fees, which as an Amazon Prime products, we don't have that type of issue. So just keep that in mind. But the way I use this strategy here is, since I do the price low and then move up method. So like if I'm selling a pop socket, I price at $11.99 until I get that initial sell, and then I bump it up to like $12.99. What that does is once I do that bump up, I see an automatic increase in sales, because what happens is a lot of people had saved that product into their shopping cart at $11.99. Then they go back on the weekend or a couple days later, and they see, oh wow, this product was $11.99. It just went up to $12.99. Let me go ahead and buy this product now because the prices went up. I don't want it to go up again. And I'll do the exact same thing in reverse. If I see sales going down on a product, I'll slowly start pricing it downwards, so that if someone does have that in the shopping cart because the price was too high, oh well, now the price is going down, that's a more reasonable price, I'll go ahead and get that sell. And so I normally, when I do these price adjustments, I see a nice little spike and increase in sales because of this abandonment feature that Amazon has. So you want to make sure that you keep this in mind, and you don't want to just keep your prices at the exact same price, even if it's selling. You always want to just, on either direction, try to adjust your prices so that you can get these conversions in the checkout area, in the shopping cart area. And if you're using AMS, you want to make sure that you're using your sponsored ads so that you can get these conversions here in the shopping cart. So I hope that was useful for anyone who was curious about how pricing can really affect the checkout process. And I hope this video did help you. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side.